So, last time, basically, through a series of events, you ended up at the tavern. Mindartis has accepted a contract with a merchant to escort his goods to Berdusk, which is a town pretty much straight east from where you are, but the route you have to take brings you south, east, and then back up north. He's got, well, yeah, I'll let Mindartis explain the details of the contract, but I believe Shaa has been enlisted as part of the guard party as well as Therzenya. For the sake of making this easier, we'll pretend that Shuki is also part of it. Soteria hasn't particularly conversed with either of them, I do not believe, but through some order of events, it's possible that you would tag along. Faris beat up a goblin. And
Sorry, quick thing. I don't see the tavern.
Oh, let me fix that for you.
Sorry, quick thing. I don't see the tavern.
Oh, I have. Why am I hearing double? That's fine. Whatever.
Oh, there we go. Thank you.
Someone either has a stream open or...
Yeah, I don't know. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. So, yep. Faris beat up a goblin after he won at poker dice or whatever it's called, dice poker. And has yet to speak with Mindartis in the party, whatever. Geeshiva, Keiphra, who is not here today, so we'll just pretend they don't exist, will be part of the party. I'll NPC them, but aside from that, they will be doing minimum interaction. So you're currently in the tavern. It's pretty late at night, and tomorrow in the morning, the caravan gets ready to leave. And so from here, you guys can either decide to continue doing tavern stuff and talk with each other and whatnot, or you can go to bed in game. And yeah. Well, I guess I need to get on this action, so I guess I hear
These guys talking about their contract. Come over and see what it's all about. I heard something about a contract. Talking to Shaa and Therzenya and all of them. So.
Yes, a contract. We are taking a trip to Verdusk tomorrow. We are guarding a merchant's cart along a road. Does this pique your interest, sir?
Verdusk. I've never been to Verdusk. Sounds like it could be fun. Any coin involved?
What skills do you have to offer?
Shit, I don't know what skills I have to offer. I don't know, I'm handy in a fight. As you just saw, I beat the shit out of that goblin. So, I'm sure I'm not totally useless.
Ah, I see. So you're a confident centaur.
Fighter.
Satyr.
Yeah.
Satyr. Ah, I see. Okay. Well, there may be coin involved. How does 15 gold pieces sound?
Yeah, 15 gold pieces for a free trip to Verdusk. That seems okay.
You will have to pull some weight. You are aware of this, Satyr.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I'll pull my weight for sure.
Well, cheers to that.
Sweet.
Soteria just
When do
kind
we
of
leave?
pops by and refills all your kegs while you continue the conversation.
Yeah. When are we leaving?
We leave tomorrow at dusk.
Okay.
Actually,
Yes.
tomorrow in the morning. You leave tomorrow in the morning, but we'll
Yeah,
just
I
pretend
figured that much.
that's.
Yeah.
Dusk sounds cooler.
Please.
I guess I'm gonna go grab some supplies before we leave then.
Sounds good.
Alright, I'm gonna go out and just buy supplies, like healing potions and shit.
Right.
Yeah, and at this point, Mindartis is a bit hammered, one would say.
Right.
So he's gonna go take a rest. He's gonna pack it all in and head up to the inn.
Right. So that's fine and all. Yeah, just put yourself up the stairs, I guess.
Yeah, I think Therzenya will also go take a nap, you know.
Right.
He's also pretty hammered, so.
I can actually move my
Armek's just
character.
passed out on the floor in his shell. No one's really concerned about him because his shell makes for a pretty good makeshift bed. Well, you can't move.
Shaa would like another round.
All right. Shazira comes back and gives him a glance, assessing whether he is stable enough to take another round. Roll a Constitution check.
Constitution check. That's a saving throw?
No,
Ability
not a
check.
saving throw, just an ability check.
Oh, there we go. Constitution.
All right. So she looks at you and just gives a slight nod and takes your glass and refills it and hands it back to you before continuing on to deal with the other patrons in the tavern. So from there, shall we just call it night and move on to tomorrow then?
Yeah, should I,
Do you want me to walk you through getting stuff at the shops?
I mean, I don't think we need to roleplay the whole thing, but just like, I just need to know how much, or I need you to take away money from me or something and add some potions and whatever else I wanted to buy.
What do you intend to buy?
I mean, unless you want to roleplay.
What do you intend to buy?
Potions is the only thing I can think of right now, healing potions. But, I mean, what else would be useful?
Well, that's for you guys to decide.
Okay, what do we think we need, guys?
Well, I bought a healing potion and a poison. Andy bought, I think, a poison, right? Or Mindartis bought a poison.
I bought under the table poison.
Yeah, but your poison's for your quest thing. We're not gonna use that.
Yeah.
I bought 3, like it's like enough for 3 uses for each, I think. And then the dagger, but that's my personal thing. So that's pretty much all we really have right now.
Okay, 1 second.
So you have on you 60 gold pieces.
Me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
How do we actually see how much we have on us?
On your character sheet on D&D Beyond. So with the money you have, potion-wise, you cannot get poison. You could get a healing, but you'd be broke afterwards. Basically, most healing's the cheapest you're gonna get. Everything else is more expensive.
Oh shit, that is expensive.
Yeah.
Maybe I won't be getting a potion of healing after all.
However, there are various food stalls, dye stalls, silks and fabrics if you need clothes. There's a general shop that stocks, well, general store stuff. Not like as in tools and backpacks and pouches and rations and whatnot. And then there's that one shop that Mindartis stopped at with the illegal goods. So you can pick from those ones if you want to buy anything, but potions are not within your budget.
Yeah. Does anyone have a healer's kit on them right now? Or should I buy one?
What kit?
A healer's kit.
Yeah, I do.
Okay, so I won't get that then. Yeah, I don't think I'm actually gonna get anything then.
Alright then.
I didn't realize I was so poor.
Well, I mean, that's the background he chose.
Yeah, I guess it is.
So in that case,
Yeah, I'm gonna try it.
Quickly, for Soteria, is Shaa the one that's kind of like in charge of the whole trip kind of thing?
that would be Mindartis, but he's gone to bed upstairs. But Shaa is technically second in command.
I'm trying to think of how Soteria would join this group. Verdusk is a bigger town or smaller, or
Yeah, it's a bigger town.
so perhaps there are supplies that she can only get in Verdusk, and she overhears that there is a group going, and let's say she sort of knows Therzenya because he's a regular, right?
Yeah.
Shopkeeper. So she
Yeah.
notices that he's been talking with them. Overhears that
he
there
would
was
be one of the people that you would buy some of your components from.
right.
Because he's
But Therzenya is also in bed, right?
Yeah, Therzenia's upstairs, but
So that's fine. So
Yeah, we can kind of say that they
well,
They are
Soteria noticed that
friendly
you're
to
there,
each other,
so
yeah.
by that kind of assumes that Shaa can't be
Shaa-
such a terrible person.
no, exactly. That Shaw's a
Yeah.
chill dude or something.
yeah.
And so she kind of comes over just to ask. It's like, oh, hey, sorry, is this seat taken?
Nope.
Shaa.
My friends just left.
I saw you speaking to Therzenya. Do you know him?
Not before today. I know of him, but I've not before today. He's doing a job for another person.
I did overhear that you're all going to Verdusk. Is that true?
Yes, I believe that's what we're doing.
Is there room for one more? I have some much needed supplies, and I don't usually get out to Verdusk. I'm going with a group of well supplied individuals. Seems a good idea.
You be able to provide some protection services?
I'm a healer. I can supply those services.
That would be useful. I don't know if we have that already. So, how about if you come down here tomorrow again early? What time are we leaving tomorrow morning?
At dawn?
Yeah, pretty
So-
much dawn.
5?
So come on down at dawn. I'm pretty sure the leader will be here. I'm sure he'll be happy to take you along.
Excellent. Thank you very much. And
Can I buy you a drink?
oh, yes, absolutely. That's what I'm here for. To drink.
Bartender?
Soteria, not Soteria, jeez.
Shazira,
Shazira
darling.
comes back and notices that Soteria is conversing with someone that she's pretty sure she's never met before, and just kind of raises her eyebrows before just subtly refilling the glasses and heading off.
I know Shazira's kind of raised eyebrows and just kind of shrug at her like, it is what it is. I need
She just
stuff.
grins back and winks.
Well, I'll be finishing this and then heading to bed. Yourself?
I have a trek to get home and pick up some supplies from home for our journey tomorrow. But thank you for the drink, sir. Very
Sounds
kind.
good. I'll see you in the morning.
See you in the morning. And I'm off.
Cool.
Shaa goes up to his room.
All right. So I suppose it's been a productive night for all of you, and it's time to take some rest. So you head off to bed, and morning dawns on the next day. You meet up in the square and are met by Mr. Festelda, who is the merchant that you are working for. Now, I don't have a map for this. I'm not putting up the tokens for this. So we're going to do this classic style where I'll just pretend I'm Mr. Festelda and we can roleplay that out. But basically, so he greets you and walks you over to his merchandise. He shows you he has 3 wagons, horse-drawn, laden with supplies. He's already has a number of mercenaries recruited, as well as yourselves. However, the extra protection is only extra assurance that his goods will make it over safe. You can choose to ride in the wagons, or you can walk alongside. The wagons won't be going at a pace that you can't walk with, so either one works. Someone will need to drive at least one of them, and some of you will need to walk.
Shaa offers to drive.
Therzenya also offers to drive.
I don't want to drive. I'm walking. I like walking. Walking's my jam. I've even got hooves and everything, so you know.
Yeah, and Mindartis will also stay on the ground for combat purposes.
Soteria will walk by herself, like slightly apart from everyone because she doesn't really know anybody and would rather just not deal with people.
Cool. All right, so the two of you want to drive. There are 3 carts, and there's already 2 hired mercenaries who are already set to drive the carts. You guys are gonna have to sort among yourself who gets to drive.
I guess we'll just roll for it.
Yeah.
Do we need one more
I
driver?
mean,
Or something?
if you have dice on you in character, sure.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Oh, I think I might actually. I think I should have a set of dice for my dice book here. Yeah.
Shaa calls out to see if anybody has any dice.
I got some dice. I got some dice.
Would you mind throwing it over?
Yeah. I'll check you. Well, you only need one.
Yeah, like a D20.
I mean, I only have D6s.
Okay, D6 works.
But yeah, I'll check you just a D6.
Therzenya, shall we roll to see who drives?
Sure.
Roll in the text chat. Just /R 1D, whatever you want.
Oh, that's not how you do it. What?
Do you know what you're doing?
No, I don't.
Okay, how about I make this
Not at
easier for you then? You can right-click your token and do a insight check.
Ability check. What? There's nothing there.
Skill check for insight on your token. Right-click your token.
Click on that, and then click on insight, and then it just goes no.
It just goes
Oh,
no.
no for advantage. There you go.
There, jeez. And if there's any, you'll have to do the same.
Where is it?
Your token, you use a skill check.
Yeah.
Macros, base, skill check,
Yeah.
insight.
Oh, okay.
There you go. All right, so Therzenya has the
Therzenya
better
will be
luck of the
rolling.
two of you, and so
I'll get to decide if I want to or not.
yeah, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Is it like are there disadvantages and advantages to?
So you're up on the
or-
cart, right? So imagine
Yeah.
you're in this escort, right? There's people
Yeah.
on the ground walking beside the carts, and then there's
Yeah.
you driving the cart. You are a moving target, however, your mobility is limited as you're sitting down. So if someone were to ambush you by shooting arrows at you or something like that, you would be an easier target than the people walking. If ambushers did come, you'd have to get down from the cart first before attacking them. But aside from that, you won't suffer exhaustion from a long walk or anything like that because you'll be sitting in the cart. And who is Mike is having a heart attack?
I think it's doves.
Rip.
Yeah. It is.
Okay.
I think that because Therzenya is well, let's just say a bigger man. Big Goliath. I think that he would probably be better on the ground just for the sake of kind of intimidation and because I feel like it'd be a lot harder for him to get off the cart.
Right.
So I think that it'd be better if Shaa would drive because he's smaller and has probably more mobility.
Okay.
So Shaw's driver and the rest of you are walking then?
Somebody could also ride in the cart, like.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
could do that if you wanted to.
If Shaa wants, I can also like switch out with him sometimes if he wants to walk as well, whatever.
Okay.
And Kaydi, we're
And
just gonna
how long a
assume
trip
that
is
you're part
this?
of this as well. The trip,
What?
yeah, Mr. Festella said that it would be a 10-day trip.
Oh.
Shit, that's that one.
Now, obviously, we're not gonna roleplay the whole 10 days because that would be extensive. We're gonna do a time skip on it, but just for the sake of the trip, you have to establish marching order and whatnot. But yeah, Kaydi, we're just gonna assume that your character is part of this, so you can drop in whenever you want.
Okay. How do I move it?
The token?
If I were to, Yeah.
You should have perms for it. You should just be able to click it
You
and
just
drag
like
it.
you just like click and drag, yeah.
Oh,
There
okay.
you go.
Oh,
Yeah.
like
So
that?
you can
Mhm.
come up
And
with this
so
if you
one
want.
thing I should
Oh.
mention, when we do get into combat, I'll go over it again when we get there. But your character can only move a certain amount of feet depending on its speed. So if you see when you move the token, it has a little number under it, right?
Uh-huh.
So that's how many feet you're moving. So in your case, your character can move 25 feet. However, I believe you have maybe you don't have it yet, but at some point I believe you'll have a flying speed.
Oh, okay.
So let me see if you have that right at the start. Yep. So if you're not wearing medium or heavy armor, you can fly 50 feet.
Okay.
But
In
Well,
the
that's pretty
air or
far.
just
yeah,
like
in the air.
50?
You can go.
Okay.
Yeah. And you are not wearing any armor, I believe. Let's see. You have. So you have chainmail, but you're not wearing it right now. Chainmail is heavy armor, so if you were to put it on, you wouldn't be able to fly.
Okay.
Just for future reference, on this trip thing that we're taking,
Mm-hmm.
what kind of animals might be? Because being a druid, once I get a higher level, I can change into them. So
Okay, so that's a loaded question. Let's see. So you'll be going.
Well, I mean, we'll
southwards.
find out now, won't we?
or
Not
you can
quite,
just like
not
keep
quite.
that in mind whenever.
Yeah, I'll keep that in mind. Okay. Just a heads up. When you do all this moving token stuff, it'll slow down other people's stuff. So like, don't
Oh, okay.
spam it too much.
Okay.
But,
My bad.
No.
Based on so for I guess Mindartis kind of makes the executive decision on where to place people in marching order.
Yeah,
since
you
he
have
is
pretty
hired.
much have command over that.
Okay,
Staldo
so
leaves it to you.
Goliath in the front, because you're gigantic and you're intimidating.
Should I take that as offensive or?
It's up to you.
Think of it
Yeah,
as
it's up
a
to you.
gift and a curse.
I will.
Shuki, you can, well, you have wings, don't you?
Yep.
Aerial attacks are a thing. You can take, sort of middle ground.
Let's go.
Okay.
Satyr in the back, and I will take, I guess I will take the other side that is not taken.
Aye, sir.
Alright, so with marching order established.
And where do you want me, Elf?
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, don't miss
Come
anybody.
on, Elf, just forgot the
Jeez.
genocide.
The healer. I heal.
Genasi.
Yeah.
Well, one of you guys can take left side. one of you
Right,
guys can
the
take
healer.
right side,
How could I forget?
Can I make a
You
recommendation?
you can walk mid ground as well.
Okay, that
Yeah.
works. That works too.
Okay.
Right. That's everybody? All covered for?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay. So, with marching order established and everybody in their places, Festelda signals the caravan out, and you make your way out of the southern gates down the road. Three.
Here we go.
Whatchamacallits, carriages, wagons heading out. The guards that you pass, they don't really care about you. One of them gives you a little wave as you go. And you begin your dull and pretty much eventless journey over 10 days.
Let's go.
It's
Pretty much.
pretty far. I have it written down how far it is exactly somewhere, but I'm not going to find that out for you. But it's a longish journey, and so obviously it's a journey. Typically, in a day, it's 8 hours of travel, and then the rest is resting, eating, sleeping, whatever. So technically, at a forced march, you guys could cover the distance in less than 10 days, but because you're not in any rush, it takes 10 days. And now we cue the time skip. So, For the past several days, you've been traveling a road that winds lazily across the rolling grasslands of the green fields. Sundown is approaching when you top a rise and see the town of Greenest just a few short miles away. But instead of the pleasant, welcoming town you expected, you see columns of black smoke rising from burning buildings, running figures that are little more than dots at this distance, and a dark, winged shape wheeling low over the keep that rises above the center of the town. Greenest is being attacked by a dragon. And now I will switch you to the proper map.
The poor people. Oh, we are very small compared to this
Yes,
village.
very small.
Oh, Lord.
And it's kind of dark, as it should be.
Mindartis beckons the carts to come to a halt.
I put away my pan flute that I've been playing for the past 7 days.
Shaa stops the cart.
Oh, thank God. At least he stopped playing.
I'm with you on that one.
Same here, man.
I can't control my character, Patrick.
I don't think I'm even there.
Yeah. Let me do that. Because these are all different tokens, supposedly. Okay, that should work. Okay, so whose token is there that they can see and use?
Lonzo.
Soteria,
I cannot move mine again.
Okay.
Wait, you can't?
Let's see. Vale now has perms. How about now? All good?
There you go. Yeah, no, you get it.
Anybody
Yeah.
else?
I can't move
need-
mine.
Okay. Shaa. Uh-oh. What happened?
So, let's
Seriously?
try placing-
Okay, what are you saying?
I think we should, put all of our tokens in the right marching order.
Oh, that's a good
Yeah,
idea.
you
They
guys
are.
can arrange. So no, I haven't ordered
As from
them.
now.
But yeah. So
I did. Oh wait,
the
I didn't.
caravan
No, I
comes to a
didn't.
stop outside the gates to the city. And from there, some of the mercenaries get off and sort of assess the situation, and Vestalda comes over to you and could you really not, please? Okay.
Patrick,
s-
do you want to just give me control over Geeshiva's character? And I can just
Oh,
move for him?
yeah, you know what? I can give all of you control for his for now, because he's not here, so we'll just NPC him. Okay, so Zelda comes over to you and begins to discuss the situation with the town with Mindartis. So he waddles over you with his fat little frame and kind of points at the town. He's like, This was one of the towns we were supposed to stop in along the trip. If we don't stop here, we won't be able to collect the needed supplies for the rest of the journey. I believe I'm going to need us to find some way to collect these materials that we need. And I was hoping I could get your little group to see what you could do, work some magic here and there.
I agree.
You want us to fight a dragon?
Good idea.
I did not say the dragon. The dragon is another problem altogether. You can stay out of the way of the dragon and just find a way to collect the goods.
So you want us to scavenge dead people's bodies?
No. This dead people. I said nothing of dead people. For all we know, there could be some sort of celebration going on involving burning houses and dragons.
And people. Cool.
Yes,
yeah,
and people.
For sure. Yeah.
Sounds like a fun celebration.
Doubtless, there is always an incentive to go, and he sort of just pats a little coin pouch at his waist.
Yeah, sounds good. I'm in.
Yeah, I'm in. Yeah, I'm in as well. Yeah.
Soteria just kind
I'd
of
expect this from the satyr, but from you, Goliath? Really?
I mean, I'm a shopkeeper, man. I need the coin to keep up my shop, okay?
Bah, such greed.
I don't know what to tell you, man.
Satyr, Goliath,
We should help them.
healer, come with me. The others shall stay with the cart and protect it.
Okay.
So you're all gonna head in?
Shall we bring the cart
Well-
somewhere safer than the edge?
Sounds good.
Well, you guys make your way into town. We'll stay and make our way further in.
Yes, we'll meet later.
Let's meet near
I
the
guess we
keep.
just want to scout ahead, or
Shall we meet near
Yeah.
the keep in 2 hours' time?
Yes, yes. Meet us at the keep. We will scavenge what we can and meet you there.
Understood.
Alright. So you begin making your way into the burning city or town. And you head towards the keep. So as you're looking through
I
the city,
assume it keeps the big middle bit, right?
the big what?
The middle bit on the map.
Yeah, I'll.
Okay.
It
Is
is.
it that circle area?
Yeah, right there. This is the keep. And yes,
It's a long way.
it is a long way. Now, so I couldn't put fire onto the map because I didn't want to go to all that work. But imagine the houses are on fire. And you can see the
All on
smoke,
fire.
but there's fire. And so you begin. your
So being
trip
a fire
to the keep.
genasi,
Mhm.
genasi.
Genocide.
Thank
It's
you.
Genasi. No,
I
it
couldn't
is
say it
Genasi. I checked.
Wait, it is
after-
Genasi?
Yeah, it is. I checked and it's Genasi.
What?
Yeah,
I feel so
know.
much better
Oh.
than everyone right now.
Dang.
Okay. Soteria, the fire doesn't bother her.
Yeah.
She's used to it.
Mhm.
She's used to it.
So this doesn't bother her.
So
I see you have an intolerance to fire, Genocide.
Genasi.
Genasi.
It's-
Genasi.
Yes, Elf. I was born in fire, and I will die in fire. There's
I
nothing.
mean, in that case, how about you are the one who shall scavenge through the flames?
But if we find anyone, we must help them.
Yes, but unlike you, I am damaged by flames.
Wait, yeah.
I don't know about that. I believe. Okay. Yeah, you have resistance to fire. So.
Still
by-
damaged.
No, not you. So Soteria. So if you go in fire,
Yeah.
you would typically take half damage, but you're not completely immune.
Okay. Good to know. We're jumping into anything.
And I don't know
So-
why the tokens are squished, but they're squished.
It's a little weird, isn't it?
Yeah. I don't know why that happened. But,
Well, I still get hurt by it, Elf, but I will see what I can do.
Ah, I see. I guess the group will start, I guess, kind of looking for signs of things to scavenge, I guess.
Alright, so you move further. That's the wrong token. Oh yeah, snap your token to grid if you can, if you're not already snapped. You just do that by right clicking if you need to do that. And so you make your way in, and let me open the correct thingy. Alright, this is where things get complicated. Let's see how it goes.
Whoa.
Oh.
Whoa, what happened to...
Sorry, I was just messing around.
Oh. Wait, you can do that?
Yeah, you didn't see Killian earlier?
Okay.
Well, I mean, he is a Goliath.
A little bit, though.
I feel like I should be bigger than everyone else, shouldn't I?
Wait, I thought there was 3 people staying back at the cart.
Yeah, there was.
Shaa,
Let the third
Shuki.
person go.
There, sorry. Someone moved him.
Alright, that should
Geeshiva should be staying with you guys to protect it.
Mm-hmm. Would you guys like maybe go into this field over here?
We're gonna head to the keep.
There's nothing there.
Wait,
though.
what the...
I know, but like,
We're gonna make
you know,
our way all the way.
fire safe.
Why would you head into long grass?
Oh, that's true.
Not fire.
That's true. That's true.
That's all I want to know.
So you make your way further into the city. The fires grow in intensity. The closer and you get to the center of the city, and you haven't come across any bodies yet, but it's not looking good. It's not looking good. Okay, whose token still needs to move? You've gone too far. You've gone too far. You've gone too far. You've gone too far.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so okay, let me just
What
move.
the?
Who still needs to move? And so
God.
we get
Why
to
this?
This.
Wait, why'd you move Shaa and
Why'd you
wait,
move the-
did they choose to stay?
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
all
they're
left.
staying
Yeah,
behind.
we're
I'm sorry.
staying.
Wait, you guys don't
I'm
want to
sorry.
join the fight?
Drag says back. Drag says back. I thought you were just.
we're
like,
protecting the
my
carts?
apologies.
No,
Okay,
because
okay.
we're clearing it for them, and then they're gonna go straight to the key.
So, without warning, 5 humans dash out from between 2 buildings on your left. A limping man and 3 young children race across the street into more shadows, and a woman carrying a round shield and broken spear turns and faces back in the direction from which they came. 8 kobolds stream out of the alley on the family's heels and fan out around the woman, who looks determined to delay the creatures for as long as possible. So they all kind of move forwards like this.
How many did you say there were?
There are 8 kobolds?
There's
But I have a
10 of
sorry.
them.
Let me bring that up to 10 because there's more of you than I had
Yeah.
anticipated.
Yeah, I was gonna say
I was
that's
gonna say,
10.
Can you do math?
It's fine. It's fine. All right. So I will add you all to the initiative. Boom.
back
And
up
so you shouldn't need it. It should do it all for me. But we have the initiative counter, and all right. So it's combat time.
Wait, we're fighting? Who?
Well, if you choose to fight, you're
The
welcome to
10
not fight.
kobolds.
With kobold. It's
Okay.
And so
I was gonna say, are we
the
fighting
kids kind of
these
get as far away as they
humans?
can as the 2 adults put themselves between them. The guy here, this one,
Yeah.
Yeah.
he is noticeably injured. However, he still
Oh.
seems like he wants to put up his fight. And meanwhile, his wife, like I already mentioned, has the spear and shield and
Yeah.
is trying to fend off these
Mindartis
kobolds.
calls the group to ready for combat. You know, just because.
Right, and so this is the point where you'll only be able to move as far as your speed allows. So for most of you, that is 30 feet. Mindartis, you get 35 because of
Yeah.
your...
Drow.
No, I believe, yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
And Shuki, you would have 25, but you're at the cart, so it doesn't really matter that much at the moment.
and then I guess I have 30 as well,
Yeah,
right?
you'll have 30 as well. And so
So
now...
I think. Yeah. Keep going.
Okay, so you watch Geeshiva do combat, which was probably somewhat boring. But, so it'll go through rounds, right? I've rolled you all initiative, because that's the easiest way for me to do it. I don't know if we'll try letting you guys roll initiative and see if that works out the way I need it to. But for now, I've rolled all yours
Okay.
for you. Typically, if we weren't online, it would be the d20 plus your dexterity, but the
Yeah.
program does it for you. So I've already got you lined
roll
up the
for
way it's supposed to
initiative.
be, and I have to remove these children, because children do not fight. So let me do
So
that
do
real
we
quick.
roll for initiative?
I've already done
Or
it.
am I
Sorry,
right?
sorry, just a sec. Sorry, just a sec.
No, but you wanted to try it, did you?
No. Oh, I here. You know
No?
what?
I thought I heard you say that as well. Like.
I meant for the next
try.
common encounter, but in this case, I'll take whoever had the worst roll and let them retry with their own. So Soteria, if you right-click your token, and it is
Macros
combat initiative.
Initiative.
Bottom one.
And we'll see how that works. Did it put you in? No, it did not. Okay, I'll have to add you. However, it should keep your roll. Let's see.
Wait. That. Oh, the same?
The time for mercy is
Initiative,
past.
That's kind of
initiative.
sick.
Where is the add to initiative? Add to initiative. Let's see. Yeah, try hitting that one again.
Initiative again? Okay.
Yeah.
Here we go.
There we go. Okay, that worked out. So I have to add you all first, and then you roll.
Do we all want to do it now then?
If you want to, you can. Let me just
Oh.
clear. Let me see if that adjusts.
Okay,
Yeah,
Auntie.
Yeah, so go ahead and make your rolls if that's what you want to do.
Damn. Okay. Okay.
That's why I'm back here.
Okay, well, aren't
Has
wait.
everybody in combat rolled?
Yep.
Yeah. Do Andy and I need to re-roll? Because I got 22 and so did he.
No.
No, because I got 19.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're fine.
19
No,
plus dexterity.
So technically, you shall be first.
Wait, how did Therzenya roll a
'Cause he's
20 and
glad,
get
And he
19?
doesn't have much in dex. He has -1 dex.
And Therzenya is not in the initiative, so I'll have to add you. Don't worry, I'll add your initiative the way it should be though.
So then I'll re-roll.
Oh wait, no, it says you're already in. What? Oh, this is confusing. Why don't I see you on the counter? Where's the counter gone? Where's Mindartis? NPC,
You're like, how did he get
You got a
lower
19,
roll?
right? You should be near the... Why don't I see you? This is... Okay. Confusion.
Why did you
Your
get
initiative.
a lower roll?
Where's the add to initiative button?
Oh god.
Wait, my dexterity is plus 4? Is that right?
Wrong button. Your dexterity? No, it's a +3. If
No,
you do that
plus
math,
3.
no.
Right,
Yeah, my monk
yeah.
has a +4, but I'm not playing my monk here. Is your token not an MP, not a player? No, it's a PC. I don't understand. So okay, you got a 19. We'll keep that in mind. For some reason, it doesn't want to put you on the initiative thing. It also doesn't want me to run through initiative. Right, the initiative count is broken. That's fine. That's fine. Right? Is that, or am I using the wrong thing? I bet you I'm using the wrong thing because I'm a clown. That would be the problem. Set initiative. You got a 19, right?
Yes.
And now it should work properly. There we go. Okay, all set. So, you're doing combat, or are you gonna not do combat? I assume you're doing combat, yeah?
Yeah. Combat.
Yeah? Alright. So, we start with Faris. The kobolds come out at you with weapons brandished, but they're not focused on you. They're focused on the people that they were chasing down. And so they move forward. Faris takes the first turn.
Oh, okay.
Cool
I guess
catchphrase.
First thing I'll do... I guess I'll just attack the nearest kobold, I think.
No funny like sentence from a satyr.
Blows on his
No, I
pipes
can't
real
think of
hard before
anything.
hitting. Nothing.
Why don't you pick on someone your own size?
Smaller, probably.
Yeah, I'm gonna attack. I can't think of any good
Why
things
don't you
sayings.
pick on an actual animal/human crossbreed?
For attacking, do I need to... I just had the combat melee attack thing, right?
Yeah. That's the one you should be using. The other ones are a little too complicated for me to sort out.
Right. And it automatically does both my damage and my hit die thing, whatever it is.
Yep. Yeah. It'll do your roll, your to hit, and then it'll do your damage as well. See, like that. That's your two-handed quarterstaff. Okay. And which one are you attacking? That one.
That one.
Okay. Gotcha. Jeez. Do I need to? Got an 11. Right. Okay. So, combat begins. Faris steps in with his quarterstaff and grasps it by two hands, and quickly just lashes out towards the nearest kobold, stepping in and attempting to swing and hit him up the shoulder. The kobold quickly steps out of the way before the hit lands, and the turn passes to Mindartis.
Oh, okay. Mindartis will, I guess, again attack the nearest kobold.
All right, which would be the one directly in front of you.
Yeah, that
Alright.
one.
Make your roll.
Okay.
All right, so
Nice.
Oh!
single scimitar. Keep in mind, do I have to add? No. So you have the double attack, I believe. Let me just make sure of that. You should have multi attack. Yes, you do have 2-weapon fighting, so you may hit a second time, same as we've always done it.
So hit 2 with that same damage roll.
No, you roll a second attack, I believe.
Rolling a second one. Okay.
Nice.
Okay. Sterling, probably. You don't add your ability modifier damage to the first attack unless it modifies negative. Alright, so yeah, so the way the double attack works is you don't add the bonus to the damage.
Yeah. Yeah, so it would be just damage roll. So it'd be minus.
So you got your standard and then
4.
your 6. Which so
Oh,
8 and
okay.
6 is your total damage. Okay, so
Yeah.
Mindartis, where are your holsters, by the way?
They're on my belt.
Are you like hip holsters? One on either side, one on both sides, 2 on both sides? Like how are you doing this?
Let's do 2 on the left side.
Alright. And how do you hold your blades? Are you doing it like
One I
reverse
grab
and
from
one
the
normal,
back,
or-
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so I kind of just.
And so in that case, right? Okay, I think I have an understanding. So you would pull one up and the other across, right? When you unsheath it.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, so Mindartis pulls his blades out of his sheath and quickly does slashes down with the right one, cutting across the chest of the kobold in front of him, and quickly following up with a second blow, leaving a large gash up its waist. That's, what do we agree on? 8 plus 6, which is okay. So we do damage, combat, damage, and 14. And that kobold just collapses to the ground in a lovely...
Keep of flesh.
I won't go further than that. So, that kobold's dead, and the kobolds that were chased, the rest of them, quickly, they kind of look over at the two of you in surprise after you
just
attack
absolutely
their
demolished one.
teammates and quickly turn their attention to you and weapons pointed towards you. And the round turns to Therzenya.
Well, I mean, they know we mean business now.
And keep in mind, I put up that sheet. Ooh, frig, what's the chat? I think it's in. It's probably in
Adventures League?
Adventures League. There's a sheet in one of them, yeah, with the actions you can do in combat. It's in pinned messages.
Basic action.
Yeah, there's basic actions, and then there's the follow-up page, which is pretty much about combat.
Yeah.
So the basic actions is the one you would probably use for now. The other one is, you can look at that if you want to know more about how to do combat. But yeah, the basic actions is all stuff. So that, the way combat works is you have your movement, which is 30 feet. You can use that movement anytime. You can go 5 feet, do something, another 5 feet, do something else if you can, and go the rest of it. You can not move, whatever. And then you have one standard action, which can be any of the actions listed in those basic action sheets that I have. And then you have a bonus action, only one for now. So if you have bonus action, you can take that. And that's about it. And then combat, obviously, choose target, make your rolls, and resolve.
So, okay, well, Therzenya is gonna definitely attack the kobold right in front of him.
Right.
So I just have to roll for it, right?
Yep.
Oh, damn, critical hit.
Nice. Okay, so it automatically does the second roll for you.
Yeah.
So you crit. All right. Let me just check to see if there is a crit chart.
Let's go.
Because I know there's a fumble chart. critical hit chart. D&D. Let's see.
Well, because he hit the critical damage roll, right?
Yeah,
So
no,
it
I'm
added
just
3.
making sure. Well, we'll just go with what I already know. All right, so critical hit. So you are using your hand axe sheathed at your hip, I assume.
Yes.
All right, so you just pull it up, and are you throwing it or are you slashing with it?
I'm kind of like one hand gripping it at the bottom of it and kind of just like swinging like downwards.
Yeah. Okay. So Therzenya just brings the hand axe up from his hip and grabs it like a butcher's cleaver, slashing it towards the nearest kobold with this almost savage power behind it. The blow just barrels into the kobold, dealing 10 damage, which effectively screws this little guy over. You cleave into this guy with ease. Your strength combined with the small fragility of his body makes quick work of him, and he is out for the count. And
Let's go.
you still have what,
Not just for the
25 feet of
count,
movement
forever.
if you wish to move. Bonus action wise, I do not believe you have many. Let's see. Oh, you have your magic, huh? So for bonus actions, the ones you can take magic stone. You have the 2-weapon fighting, if you want to use that, and that would be all of your bonus actions. And you can always ready an opportunity attack as well, huh?
Okay,
Which is basically
so
like, yeah. Go ahead.
So I can do like 2 attacks within one turn.
Yeah.
So like if I wanted to attack the next one, I could do it.
Yep.
So then I'll attack the one that's kind of like the one in front of Faris there.
You'll have to move within 5 feet of it because your reach
Within
only
the
goes so far. Yep. So
Okay.
that's 15 feet.
then I'll-
That should work just fine. Right. And
Okay.
so make your second
So-
roll, but this time it won't use the modifiers because it's bonus attack.
So what do I have to do?
You just do the roll again, and I'll just omit the modifiers. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
That's the thing. Attack roll 3. All right. So same cleaver or a separate? You have to use a separate. Do you have a separate cleaver? Let's check.
I have a dagger.
Actions. Do you have a dagger? Okay, you'll be using the dagger. Roll the dagger roll instead, because see, you only have the one hand axe. So the way it works is because you have 2 hands, right?
Yeah.
So you have a weapon in either hand. You can use both hands, but you can't attack with the same hand twice, right? It's like a follow-up action, if you get what I mean.
Gotcha. Okay. So when I did my dagger, it said I had to input a value for ability.
Put a value for the ability. Is there a second dagger there?
It just says like
Okay,
0.
just do roll, do /r d20 and then /r 1d4.
Okay, so what should I do? /r what?
D20, 1d20.
1d20
There you go. And then /r 1d4.
/r 1d4.
Yep. There you go. So that's your attack roll and your damage. All right. So you pull up your dagger out of its sheath and quickly stab out towards the kobolds that Faris gracefully missed, dealing 2 damage.
Cool.
You pretty much just embed it right in his like the joint between his shoulder and his neck, and
So
you
he's
have
hurt, but he's not.
yeah, he's hurt. You have you can choose to leave it there or pull it out, and you still have 10 feet of movement.
Well, okay, so I think what I'll do is then I'll just like immediately take it out.
Yep.
Like kind of like a quick jab right into his shoulder,
And
then just like put it back.
All right. So he's got blood pouring from the wound, but he's not quite dead yet. He's still got a bit to go. You only have 10 feet. You only have 10 feet left of movement because you moved 5 to get to him and then 15 to get to where you are now.
I have 30 feet.
Yeah. You already used 20.
Oh, okay. So now I have 10.
So you have 10 left, yeah. And you can go on top of those dead bodies if you wish. They're out of the way now. They do count as what's it called? Difficult ground. So difficult terrain means you can only use half your speed as long as you're traveling through difficult terrain. So if you were to be on the bodies, traveling 5 feet there would be 10. Or you can kick them out of the way and not worry about them. But that will also take some of your speed.
I'll just sit there then, and then I'll end my turn.
Right. So the turn passes to the kobold. If it's not already dead. Which it's not. Wow, okay. So this guy here starts his attack. So he quickly darts up to the front of the line.
Wait, does Soteria get to go?
Yeah, she'll be up soon. So the way
Okay,
initiative
cool.
works, yeah, we did a roll and added your modifiers, and so the kobolds were lucky enough to get a higher roll than yours.
Yeah, oh no, everyone. It's not hard. My initiative is very low.
So the kobold darts up towards Therzenya. Not pleased whatsoever that he's already taken out one of his comrades and pretty severely hurt another one, and pulls his dagger out on him and makes a quick slash towards him. Your armor class is 10, so the attack hits. He lunges forwards and stabs the dagger into your thigh because he's only so tall and so are you. So you tower over it. You're like twice his height. But he still managed to deal a considerable amount of damage, doing 3. And so you are currently at 4 out of 7. And the turn passes to the next kobold as this guy backs off 5 feet. And by the way, he moved out, so that gives you an opportunity attack. So when anybody moves moves out of your reach, you get an opportunity attack on them. So you can attack a second time.
So that means that I can go up to him and attack him.
So basically, while he was moving, you get the chance to hit him.
So I can hit him now then.
No, you can, because he moved out of your
Okay.
reach. So
what
and just roll.
can I roll any of my
Any of your
attacks?
weapons? Yep. This is a completely separate thing from your others.
Okay.
And you hit, and you deal 4 damage. All right. So that was what your hand axe. Okay. Throw or slash.
I'll slash him.
Right. So you bring the hand axe back up from its resting position and pretty much carve a gash along the back of the fleeing kobold. You leave it's a deep wound that the kobold unfortunately doesn't really get up from again. And the turn passes to the next one, which is not dead. This kobold just kind of moves itself out from behind the rest of them and brings up a sling and aims it for Faris. He pulls
Of course
back,
he does.
bead notched, and lets loose. Let's see your armor class.
Damn.
It was close. Faris almost manages to dodge the pebble, but it knocks him right in the shoulder, dealing 5 damage. Damage 5. It hurt a bit. It's a large pebble. You're gonna have a bruise there for sure. It's not quite bleeding or anything, but it wasn't pleasant to say the least. The turn passes to the next kobold, who is also right. Jeez, I can't find them. There they are. And this guy also decides to whip out his sling. He doesn't move. It's this one right here. He pulls out his sling and notches another pebble aimed for Mindartis. The shot fires, rolls a crit. So that obviously hits. And you take 5 damage. The stone flies forwards, and before you can even react, it belts you in the side of the head. Drawing blood for sure. And
Oh, ow. That really hurt.
as you stand there, the wound kind of like bubbles a sort of gold foam before sealing itself back up. And we move on. We move on to the next kobold, who would be right here. This one moves in for an attack against Mindartis again with his dagger. Rolls. And, well, given the roll, I'll say that you dodge this quite easily. This kobold stabs towards you and you just quickly turn to the side and it moves out. You get an opportunity to attack.
Okay. Mindartis will attack with his daggers.
Right, roll. Alright, nice roll. That
And he's just gonna chuck both of them.
you can only do one.
Oh, sorry, just one then. He's gonna just chuck it at the guy.
Alright, so Mindartis pulls the dagger. Because you weren't using it before. Sheaths this one of his scimitars and pulls out the dagger, flips it over hand
it's
before
at the chest, yeah.
belching it right into. The dagger is sheathed at your chest, is what you're saying?
Yeah, like I have the
gotcha,
two daggers
gotcha,
on,
gotcha.
like, yeah.
Kind of like one of those, yeah.
Yeah.
Romanus for here. What are you talking about? Whatever. So yeah, you launch the dagger towards the kobold, and it just thunks into his back with the.
Thunk.
Oh yeah, with the thunk. Lodges itself in there, and the kobold just falls over in its tracks. And we move on to the next, who would be this old man. Whoops, that's a bit low, but you get what I'm pointing to. Alright, so the commoner kind of limps forwards a bit, puts himself beside Mindartis. Let me check what attacks he has. Right, he's kind of useless. He steps over the body of a dead kobold and brings his club swinging into the kobold standing in front of him. The club swings forwards like a baseball bat and belts into his side, dealing 3 damage. Yes, I typed that in. And he quickly, he stays where he is. He's not going to move out because he knows if he does, he's going to get attacked. And we move on to the next, who is dead, and his wife steps in with her spear, steps around Therzenya and prods at the already hurt kobold that I believe Therzenya already lodged his dagger into. So she lashes out with her spear. A quick prod. Rolls a crit because she's kind of badass. What was that? 5 damage? And so the spear just goes straight through this guy's heart. And he kind of hangs off her spear before she pulls it out. And steps away. And now, whose turn do we move to? The kobold who is not dead, which would be this one. Gotcha. So this kobold will step around the club-wielding maniac and attack Mindartis, who is unfazed by the attack by his comrade, which is fairly concerning. So he takes his dagger and goes for a stab. Rolls 14 with a damage roll of 6. And here, things get interesting. So, Mindartis takes the blow head on. And roll, you are on the ground and unconscious. You will need to start death saving throw. So the dagger embeds itself in him and the kobold drags it straight down and golden blood kind of pours out before sealing itself back up as you drop to the ground and coughing up blood. The kobold steps out, and when it comes to your turn, you will need to do a death saving throw, unless somebody chooses to stabilize him. And we move to the next, which is dead. Okay, so Soteria, it is now your turn.
Damn, okay. So she moves closer to Mindartis and would like to use one of her many healing spells. Which one, though, is what we have to figure out.
If you have a healing cantrip, that would be the one I'd
yeah.
recommend, if it's a cantrip. So the way spells work is cantrips you can use at any time,
Great.
whereas first level and upwards you have to use a spell slot.
Okay, because I do have Spare the Dying cantrip
Yeah. and
to
so that
stabilize someone.
Yeah.
So do I have to roll for that one? Or
So if you right-click your token, macros, and I believe there is a magic macro. It would be in
yes.
yeah there, and then I don't have it added yet. Okay, so I haven't added it. Let me just check it. So you don't need to roll anything for that. Basically, you just have to role play a little word you say plus some. So you have to touch him, I guess, and that does it.
Okay.
Yeah. One other thing I should mention. Well, yeah. Go ahead.
You go. No, you go. You first.
Okay.
Please.
So one other thing about spells.
Mhm.
So there are 3 components to spells. There's verbal, somatic, and material. So verbal means obviously you have to there's a incantation or something. Somatic is a gesture or some sort of action that carries out the spell. And then material, there will be components such as for the bless spell, for example, you need holy water, or poison and disease, you would need a yew leaf. So depending on the spell type, it should say, obviously I haven't added all the spells that you have, but in everybody else's, there should be all the spells with the necessary components there. So when you do roll a spell, you need to make sure you include those. And so for the material ones, you need to make sure you have the materials necessary to cast it.
Right. Good to know.
Yeah, that's what I bought at the shop, by the way. Materials I need to cast
Right. So yeah,
Okay.
go ahead with your turn. So that would stabilize Mindartis. Who? Let's see if I know how to do this. Death check. I don't know. But I guess that's your action. So you can move again. Bonus actions wise, you have, let's see, 2-weapon fighting, which doesn't have much use. So that'd be it. So you can ready an opportunity attack. So if something were to happen, you can be like basically you set a trigger, and then if that trigger goes off, you do said thing.
Okay, so yeah, that sounds like a great idea. I would like to set a trigger for if someone comes to attack us, or me, that I would use... Are the kobolds fire resistant, fireproof, fire retardant?
Do not believe so, but I will have to check.
I don't think so. I googled it.
Yeah,
while we were
it
talking.
didn't say anything
It
when you
doesn't-
googled it. Then it should be fine.
Great. So if we or I were to be attacked, then I will just produce flame, which is a cantrip of mine.
Right.
Cool.
Okay.
Am I conscious again?
Yeah, you're stabilized now. You're stabilized now. So you do.
I didn't have to do a. Do I have to do anything?
No, you already did that. It's all good.
Okay, great. 'Cause I don't
You
have a
are at
magical word
0
to say.
hit points though, so I guess it brings you up to 1. So allow me to do that
Okay.
for you. But you can't get into combat immediately.
No, I have to kind of regain. I see.
Oh, it put the state back on you. Why did it put the... Oh, because you're still in negatives. Let me fix that. Combat healing, you're at -1, so 2 brings you stable.
There you go. I cleared it.
That's not helpful.
Oh, what?
If I need to clear it, I'll clear it, okay? Heal
okay.
2. Are you healed now? Now you're healed. Okay. Because basically, if your health the damage the kobold did put your health in negative, which automatically applied this statuses. So I just had to bring it back up to a positive. So now you're healed if you have a healing potion. So healing potions we're playing with. Drinking a healing potion uses a certain action, but giving somebody else a healing potion, like forcing them to drink it, you can use as a bonus action.
Well,
if that makes sense. But so Soteria, that's
so
your
my
turn
action,
over. Like, there's nothing else you want to do?
Can I? No, I guess not. Can I attack or move or anything like that?
You can move. You have 20 feet, 25 feet left that you can move. But aside from that, that's pretty much it.
Right, never mind. We'll just stay here just in case anyone else needs some healing.
Combat passes to the next kobold, which is this guy right here. He steps in and attacks the badass spirit lady with his dagger. So he steps in, brings his dagger out, and jabs it towards the woman. She attempts to fend it off with her spear, almost deflecting the blow, but the dagger kind of rides down the shaft of her spear and draws a long gash along her arm, doing 5 damage. There we go. And the kobold does not move out of reach or anything like that. It stays where he is. And we move on to the next, who is right here. Alright, pulls out a sling and shoots it for the healer. Shoots it towards Soteria. Rolled a 21, which surpasses your armor class. So the pebble flies towards you. And makes it past Mindartis without hitting him and barrages you pretty much in your
Can
gut.
I dodge?
So the way the roll works is, so the kobold rolled a 21, and so everybody has an armor class, which if you hover over your little thing, it says AC, that's your armor class. So if the roll is above your AC, that means it hits. So if it was lower, then yes, you would have dodged or would have hit your armor and bounced off harmlessly or whatever. And does 4 damage. Do you have
and
I think
in
you have
addition
the
to
most
that,
health. Yeah.
in addition, a basic action is dodge, which basically
Yeah.
gives them the disadvantage, but that takes up an action.
Gotcha. Thank you. That's
But so to use dodge though, you would have had to, instead of healing Mindartis, you would have had to ready dodge instead.
Gotcha. Thank you. Okay.
Damage. That was 4. Alright, and we move on to restarting our combat. So Faris gets to continue again. YOLO. Give me just a minute here to make sure he's actually here. So, like, do your turn?
Yeah. Okay, this time I'm gonna back up out of range of those slings because I don't want to get dinked again. And I'm gonna attack this dude with the sling with my short bow.
Right, make the roll. 19. That's far enough. Alright. So you notch the arrow and send it flying towards the kobold. It zips past Therzenya and the woman, and it lodges itself pretty much in the kobold's hip. 5 damage to him, but not enough to kill. Anything else you're gonna do for the round? You already moved 20 feet, or was it 15? Let me see. Let me see.
That was 20.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that was 20. Okay. So yeah, you have 10 feet left of movement, and any bonus actions you have would be... you have 2-weapon fighting, however, the bow is two-handed, so you can't do that. that's about it. So you can move your 10 feet or turn over.
I was just at where I am.
Alright. Turn passes to Mindartis. Mindartis, it is your turn.
Oh, actually, I'm
Yeah.
just gonna back up like 10 feet.
Alright. So do that.
Yeah, we're good now.
Alright. I'll give you 10 seconds to do your turn. Otherwise, it passes to Therzenya, because this is kind of crazy. Am I like missing somebody going AFK or something? No? Okay. Therzenya, you do your turn. We'll come back to Mindartis after. Or not.
I'm
yeah.
going.
Okay, go. Yeah, go.
Okay. So I'll just help, this poor old lady right here, and attack this guy right here
Yep,
in front of me.
gotcha.
So, I'll just use my hand axe.
Alright.
And
23 and 6. Good roll. Alright, so you bring your hand axe around and cleave towards the kobold with the kobold's attempts to make a dodge out of the way. However, it's not as nimble as it thought it was, and it pretty much, oops, I hit the wrong person. I am sorry. Kobold's not as nimble as I think it was and eats the blade. Just eats it. And you pretty much almost managed to cleave the top of its head off. But not quite. It's dead. For sure. And you still have all of your movement. You do have the 2 weapon fighting, however, they're too far for you to make use of it.
if I do recall, I do have my bonus action of attacking again. Correct?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're too far for you to make use of that.
So I can't just like move and then attack.
No, it is so because the way it works, it's a follow up attack. It's not
Like so right after. It has to be right after, so I
Yeah,
can't move.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
I see. Okay.
So you still have movement and bonus actions. You would have that, and I think. Oh yeah, you have your magic stone spell. If you want to use that, and it's a cantrip. So
For my bonus action, can I use my long ranged weapon?
no,
I can't. Okay.
no.
So what is it I can do with my bonus action then?
With bonus action.
Use
Yeah, that's what I'm
my
saying. So you have
spell.
magic stone that you could use. If you were close enough, you could use your 2 weapon fighting, but you're not close enough. So that's pretty much it for bonus actions.
And what does
Ye-
the magic stone do again?
So that basically sends a little stone flying. It's basically a magic slingshot.
Okay. And it does damage, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And who can I aim it at? Like, is there a range to it?
Yes. You need to have a stone. Touch 1 to 3
In my-
pebbles, and yeah, you need to have a stone near you. But I mean, you're on a stone path, so you're fine
Yeah.
there.
Okay. Then I'll just do that as like a quick follow-up
Mm-hmm.
against this kobold right here, just to help this poor old man.
Which one? Did you say?
This one.
That one? Okay, sure.
Just
I
to help him
believe
out.
you have the macro in.
Macro magic stones or magic
Yeah.
stone.
That should do it.
Perfect.
Oh, yeah, that tells me the thing. Let's see. Does it put in the damage? No. Okay. Roll a do/R 1d6.
/R 1d6.
There you go. And you got a 4. All right. So you touch 3 pebbles on the ground, and do a little incantation, and they kind of float up as you bring your hand off the ground, and you pretty much send them flying towards the kobold with a gesture. They all knock into this guy, the poor little kobold, and deal 4 damage. They kind of hit him one by one. He staggers back with each hit before collapsing to the ground. And Mindartis, are you back? I take
think
that
so.
as
I think he said he was.
Yeah, I'm back.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay, we'll move back to
Yeah.
your turn now.
All
Soteria
right.
just went, whoa, when she saw the stone thing. It's cool. Cool.
I guess so. Mindartis. I think I'll drink a health potion.
All right. You have one in your inventory.
I believe so.
Oh, you need me to check?
Yeah.
Let's see. Yes, you do.
If not-
you do.
If not, then I can always use cure wounds too.
Let me check that for you. Yeah, cure wounds is not a bonus action, unfortunately. So yeah, you would have to use one or the other. The health potion cure wounds will do you, I believe it's 1d4. You don't have blue cure wounds.
Oh, I don't. Right.
No.
That's right.
So yeah,
Damn,
you just have the option of the health potion.
Okay,
Which
then I'll
is,
take the health
let's
potion.
see, 2d4 plus 2.
Okay.
I think I have cured.
So slash R
2d4 plus 4 plus 2.
2, 3, 4 plus 2.
And you get a
there
9,
you go.
which I believe brings you back up to full.
It brings me back up to 10 out of 9, but yeah, full.
Yeah, full. Okay. So you pull this pink vial out from your various satchels and down in a quick gulp. You kind of feel energy. It's almost like an energy drink. You're all back good and new. Your
Now, so-
wounds had already kind of healed themselves.
Yeah.
So there's not really any noticeable physical difference, but I mean, you're not almost dead anymore.
Good.
That's your action taken. You still have all your movement, bonus actions. I believe that's pretty much it.
So bonus action, you cannot attack though.
No,
or
you
can
have to have attacked first.
Okay. All right. So
However,
then
you-
actually,
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't think it actually works. Never mind. I was gonna say, well, I could set up dodge, but I think that has to be an action.
Yeah, that counts as a normal action.
Well, I'll I guess I'll kind of move. Well, yeah, I'm gonna kind of move over towards Therzenya a bit, just to kind of help him out a bit,
And that's it.
and then I'll just pass my turn.
Okay, so move to the next kobold, who is the furthest back one. And you've moved straight into his line of fire, so he just puts another pebble in his sling and sends it straight towards you. Rolls a 17, which hits, so the pebble comes flying towards you. It's only got 10 feet distance to cover, so it hits you like that. And, well, it hits hard. Not in your face this time, like it was the last one, but it hits hard. That's 5 damage to you, bringing you down to 4. If you get hit again by another one of those, you're screwed again. Keep that in mind. And the kobold
Damn it, Mindartis.
moves in. What'd you say?
I said, God damn it, Mindartis. No, really, so many times.
Clumsy.
Well, I gotta
And the
protect
kobold,
this.
kobold moves
person.
away from you, not wanting to be hit by you because he knows you're not the most friendly. But he does move into the old man's reach because he's a clumsy old kobold, and so the man takes a strike with his club from the opportunity attack that he gets.
Wait, can Mindartis hit the kobold as it was leaving?
No, it wasn't within his reach to begin with, so
Gotcha.
it doesn't trigger an opportunity attack. The club misses. The old man's
my
clearly
gosh.
suffering from his wounds. And the turn passes to the next kobold, who is at the back. This guy steps in towards... Who's disappeared? Faris is way at the back. Okay, steps in towards Linan with dagger and slashes, hitting. And so she tries to fend off the dagger again with and it's just as successful as the last time she was attacked by one of these guys. And it slides up her shaft, spear shaft, and cuts her across the chest. Blood comes pouring out, and she is knocked. Well, she's downed. So it's 5 damage. Not dead though. That's not supposed to happen. She's not dead. Imagine she's not dead, because she's not supposed to be dead.
Wait, we lost her. No.
She needs to do her death saving throws, but
No.
she's set as an NPC, which shouldn't be the case. Well, it is the case, but whatever. She's not dead. You can still stabilize her whenever. For some reason, it won't let me change that, but whatever. And this guy stays where he is, and the turn passes to the old man, who takes a swing with his club at the kobold. This time he manages to hit, dealing 1 damage, and he's feeling pretty proud of himself because he feels the satisfying crunch of bones beneath the club as the kobold turns into the same state as the other half of the party, which is a lovely little pile of kobold. And then this guy moves his way over to Linan, who has just been beat pretty bad. And turn passes to Soteria.
Literally just short 1 second.
No worries, no worries.
Okay. What will it take to help our not dead NPC?
So she's downed like Mindartis was earlier. So you would just have to stabilize her or heal her or whatever.
Kind of a bit of walking for me to do, but so I come over and then I'm not sure how cantrips work. Can I use that same one again?
Yep. Cantrips can be used indefinitely.
Okay. So in that case, I use the cantrip on her. Do I have to roll anything? No, eh?
No. You just use the cantrip and do your little magic thing, and she is stabilized, but can't fight yet because she would need to be healed for that. And from there you have 5 feet left of movement and whatever bonus actions you have.
What would bonus action, I guess, remain the same? Produce flame attacked.
Yeah.
Cool.
You could use Healing Word as a bonus action, but that's a first level spell, so you would have to expend a spell slot in order to use that, and you only have 2.
Mm-hmm. So I won't. I'll keep it as produce flame.
Right. And that's it then?
Yeah, that's it. Thank you.
Right, and so the turn passes to the last kobold, who makes a stab for Mindartis with his dagger. And he rolls a crit. Of course he rolls a crit.
Of course, bro. What is
So,
this?
The kobold lunges forwards, dagger in hand, and just slashes at Mindartis furiously in an attempt to land a hit. Mindartis tries to fend off with his scimitar and dagger, but some of the blows manage to get through, cutting some super deep gashes through him, and turning him into a bloody pulp. Mindartis kind of collapses to the ground, definitely knocked out this time. You are unconscious and downed. What was that? 6, 7, 8, 9? Yeah. And so you got a bit of a blood gushing out of you, slashes and whatnot, and you will not be able to
Dismembered.
roll the next turn. Turn passes to Faris, who is way at back, and you may go from there.
Only 2 left.
Mhm.
Oh, I wish I had a way I could hit them both.
If you want to get one, then I can get the other probably.
Yeah, I'll do that. Which one is using what weapon right now?
The one further out has the sling, whereas the one that just attacked Mindartis is using a dagger.
Either way, I can
Yeah,
probably
you can reach both
like
of them.
I can use my magic and then or whatever. So even if you
Yeah,
don't
so
kill
I'll just
one, if
attack
you
the
just do
closer one
damage.
with my bow again.
Right. Make the roll.
Fuck.
I believe that is a miss. So you notch the arrow. You aim carefully between the old man and Therzenya and Mindartis, trying to get the kobold who is beyond them. You let it fly, and it manages to pass safely between your party members, but it also misses the kobold in the process. And you may use the rest of your turn as you wish.
You might as well just end it there and then.
Yeah, I'll just move closer so that next attack
Yeah.
I can, I might do something else, I don't know.
Alright, and so the turn would pass to Mindartis, so
Yeah.
make a death saving throw. So you would right click, macros, combat, and then death check. And there you go. So you that's one, whatchamacallit, fail, I guess. It's obviously one out of, well, not obviously, but 1 out of 3. If you get 3 fails, you die. If you get 3 successes, you live. Or, as we've done before, you can be stabilized or healed.
Now, how funny would it be to lose this character right away?
If you die, yeah.
That would be very anticlimactic.
But yeah, if you do die, obviously you're welcome to rejoin with a different character.
Yeah.
It would
Because
suck
that would
if
be-
you just got kicked
that
out of the
would-
campaign
yeah.
right from the start.
Well,
Goodbye. See you next time.
That's a wrap for me. I got killed off, I guess.
Yeah. Alright, and so now the turn passes to Therzenya.
Perfect. So, don't think I can help. I don't think I have anything that can help Mindartis.
Do you want me to check
So
for you?
I think. Yeah, sure.
I just checked.
Anyways,
It doesn't.
You have... Yeah, you're literally...
Yeah.
You've got nothing.
So what I think I'll do is I'll leave the saving things to Soteria there. So I think I'll just try and attack the kobolds that are near me.
Mm-hmm. They're both...
Out of
one's a
range,
little
right?
further. Yeah, you'll have to move in.
So if I move here, am I in range of both?
No, you're only in range of the one. You only have a 5-foot reach, so if the monster's not in the square directly beside you, you won't be able to reach it unless you have a weapon that gives you extended reach,
Okay,
or
so
you're
I'll
using a ranged
attack-
weapon.
I'll attack this one here then,
All right.
because he has the one with the slingshot, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So here's what I'll do. I'll do combat, and I'll use my hand axe on this one.
Yep. And you got a 10. All right. So Therzenya dashes forward, shouldering past Faris, and stepping around Mindartis, paying no attention to his mutilated and limp body lying on the ground in a pool of blood, and he just dashes past, hand axe out, and makes a quick slash for the kobold before he can step out of the way. However, he's not quite fast enough, and the kobold manages to deflect the blow with the handle of his slingshot. However, that does cleave through the slingshot, bringing off the head, so he is no longer able to use that. But you do not manage to hit the kobolds.
Okay. So then I'll use my bonus action
Mm-hmm.
of using my. I guess I'll do my magic stone.
You can follow up with the second attack as well.
Oh,
As
okay, I'll do
this
that
time you
then.
did, because you're in range and you already made the attack, you can follow up with your second attack. And I believe you may even have 2 hand axes. Oh no, you only have a single, but you have 2 daggers. Right. Okay, so yeah,
Yeah.
you can follow up with attack, or you can do magic stone, whichever one, up to you.
Okay, well the dagger doesn't work because I don't have enough. unresolved value for ability.
Oh yeah, I'll fix that later, but it's a D4. So you would roll a D20 for the hit, plus your dexterity modifier. Not dexterity, yeah, dexterity, which is a -1.
So slash
Is it
R.
versatile? Let me check that actually. Daggers are
1d20?
Finesse. So yeah, slash R 1d20 plus 3.
Okay.
So you got a 13 plus 3 is 16, which is a hit. Then
So
roll your
and
damage.
1d4.
Yeah, 1d4 plus 3.
So 5. So
Yeah,
5
5.
and 16.
Okay. So you follow up quickly with your dagger, just slashing across its face pretty much. And the dagger just comes down and leaves a bloody trail in its wake. 5 damage. And pretty much carve through its eyes and breathing whatchamacallits, and it drops dead to the ground. There's only one left. At this point, most combats are dead, and it is not keen on staying. So you see it's looking around nervously, trying to look for a way out, and quickly bolts. That's as far as it can go for its turn, and for its action, it readies a dodge. And the turn passes to the old man, who makes an attempt to stabilize the lady. So he gives her a little healing, which stabilizes her. I can't edit that right now, I don't know why, but I'll fix it for our next session. And that's action used, and he doesn't move anywhere, and so the turn passes on to Soteria.
So I'm just gonna move over closer to Mindartis, and once again, I will use my what's it called? The spare the dying, healing.
Mhm.
Again, Mindartis.
Thanks. I know.
Healing 6.
And I will come up with a fun healing saying at some point.
Yeah,
Yes,
you
sir.
don't have to worry about it too much, but yeah,
It'll be
that
fun.
would be, yeah, it makes it.
Heroes never die.
State, clear state. Yeah, okay. And that's the end of your turn then.
Yes.
Okay. And the turn passes back to Faris. This guy is 35 feet out from you.
Yeah, I can hit him. So, short bow, I'm doing it. This guy's dead. No survivors.
All right, you notch an arrow as he's hustling away as fast as he can go. Go ahead and attack.
Of course, I roll a 3. Of course.
So, the arrow, you lose the arrow and it flies towards the kobold. That was a nat 1, wasn't it? You know what a nat 1 is? It's a fumble. Roll a D100. Let's see, we gotta...
It's slash RD100, right?
Mm-hmm.
Even though Mindartis has been down twice, he gives a scowl towards the satyr in disbelief.
Alright, so you notch your arrow and you pull back, and just before you loose the arrow, you're all tense, getting ready to loose this, and then you just kind of stumble forwards a bit and make a dex save.
Okay, that would be in the saving throw macros, right?
Yeah, saving throws. Should be, it should work. I haven't tried saves yet.
Wait. Oh, wait, no, I found it. Never mind.
There you go. Okay. 3. So, you kind of tumble forwards a bit and just slip on the blood and gore of the kobold in front of you, and the arrow it flies ballistic. It's gone. It's certainly missed the kobolds, and you are knocked prone because of your amazing clumsiness. Let me see if there.
Therzenya looks at Faris in utter disappointment.
It's hard with hooves, okay?
Just utter disappointment of Therzenya believing in Faris and then being
Satyr, I was under the
let
impression that you had some combat experience.
I shot one and killed him, okay?
So just played your flute for him. It would have done more damage.
He probably would have died by the utter disgust of the music.
Motivation markers. Right, you're prone, and I can't find the little.
Just wait till you
state
see my
icon,
paintings.
So just know that you're prone. And the turn moves on to Mindartis, who needs healing to do anything. You have already used one healing potion, which I believe is all you have at your disposal. Nope, you have 3. You can use another one if you need to.
Yes, I will.
I also have
Right.
healing spells. I have Cure Wounds and Healing Word.
Maybe it'd be a good idea to save it.
Are you going to use the second one, or are you gonna...
Yeah, if you... Hey, healer! Do you wouldn't mind?
Okay,
I
you
think-
can do that on your turn.
Okay.
But so you just stay there and allow the rest of your party members to handle it, and the turn passes to Therzenya.
Well, me as a Goliath,
You've got 25 feet to him. You can reach him if you run.
I will not stand for anyone being a coward.
You can also
And
throw.
so I immediately charge this man, stand right in front of him, and I will hit him with my axe.
Alright. Make a roll. 16. That's a hit. So you just dash up to him. A little miniature earthquake with each step, due to your immense weight, and you cover the distance in. Let me see this. How far it is? 25 feet. So 5 strides. And you just bring this hand axe down on him, and it just cleaves through his back. You got 9 damage? Easy. Okay, so the kobold is no more. Your hand axe just goes clean through him. No issues whatsoever. And that is the combat over.
That's encounter.
So, this is a wonderful little mess. The woman is not dead. And the man helps her up, and I can't play with her token right now, but the man turns to you and is like, he holds out a hand and thanks you. He's like, well, thank you. I don't know what I would have done without your help. These kobolds, the raiders just came after us, and there was nothing we could do to stop them. I can't thank you enough.
No worries, sir. Mindartis extends his hand in appreciation as he realizes his hand is dangling.
The man kind of gives a weird glance at his arm before tentatively shaking the limp limb. We were making our way towards the keep. It'll be the safest place in town for now. Would you be interested in coming with us? We could use suitable weapons, wielders, don't know what to call it, such as yourselves.
Sure. Why not?
And so then he gestures to his wife. This is my wife, Linan, and my name's Cuth. And those are our children over there. He gestures towards the 3 children at the back. The keep is just southwest from here. You can notice it. It's the huge stone-walled building just past those houses there, and he points down all the way over to the keep.
We will lead the way.
All right. And so, as you can tell by looking at the map, and you could probably guess just by general town layout, the main road will bring you to the keep, so you need only follow that. And so now we've hit 9:30. So we will end it here. So I would suggest for next session. I would suggest for next session that the rest of you maybe come and hang out with everybody else so that you actually have something to do. Because
yeah, I wasn't sure how that was gonna go.
Yeah.
Because I'm like,
Yeah, she
we
was
might
like,
wanna...
we're gonna guard the stuff. I'm like,
conceptually,
okay.
it's a good plan to have people stay behind.
Yeah.
But
in a D&D
roleplay and
standard,
game-wise,
it doesn't really work. Yeah.
And there were the other mercenaries there guarding the caravan, so you could have left it to them.
If we had probably more people,
that would have passed.
Mindartis probably wouldn't have died so many times.
It's crazy how little health first-level players have. It's crazy.
I mean, don't worry about it, man. Like, Mindartis as a character as a whole, he doesn't give a rat's ass if he's, like, bleeding on the ground, man. It's just some downtime for him.
I can't believe you let the shopkeeper do everything.
Well, see how great it is to have people who can, like, make you not die? As opposed to last time we played?
Yeah, last time we played, we magically got saved by the gods.
Yeah, the gods took pity on you and decided not to kill you. But,
well, if you want to call it pity, we were all deserving of death there.
For sure.
We tried to tame the dragon.
But,
oh my god.
Didn't you, like, teleport onto its back and try and tame it?
Yeah.
We don't talk about that. We don't talk about that.
Yeah.
But,
Long forgotten memories of the past that don't need to be brought up again.
Yeah. So for our next session, I'll put up... Well, the when to meet thing that I put up already has next week in it, but I'll put up more for every 2 weeks. And yeah, that's all for tonight, I guess.
All right. Well, GG.
Yep, GG. Today went pretty... I feel like today was a lot better than last time. By the way, what do you think of the... How long did we go for? We started at like 7:45-ish? Right.
Yeah, that worked well, actually. I like that. That was a good amount of time.
Yeah?
Not too long, but not too short.
Okay, so we'll keep it that length for now.
All right.
And,
sounds good.
Cool.
All right.
Well, see you guys.
See ya.
See you later.